Hey, we back.
Good.
Listen, geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeked, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television, man. Listen, it is the man. This is I swear to y'all, this is not iron, okay? This is straight cotton. It is your boy, real.
It's your boy Will. What it do, y'all? It's been a little bit, but we back.
It's the man that loves Sony more than anything in his life. Listen, man. We got a lot to get into, as y'all already know, man. I know, like I said, like Cuz said, man, apologize. It's been a while. Just got plates full, man. Y'all know how that go, man. When life be life and it be lifing. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man, we're gonna get into this. I know y'all saw the thumbnail. We're gonna get into Kraven. We got a lot to talk about with the movie. But listen, man, before we get started on the show, guys, can y'all do us a huge favor, man, and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, if you're into geek, all things in the geek culture. And also, too, man, do us a huge favor. And everybody, please hit that like button, man, to help us build the algorithm back up. I know it's been a while. Help us build the algorithm back up, man, so we can get more geeks like yourselves to join us here, man, and geek out with your boys, man.
Good.
Um, like I said, man, I can't say anticipated, but the movie of the weekend so far, man. I think amongst the geeks, man, is the Craven movie, cuz
Absolutely.
um we're gonna get into that, but you already know how we do it, cuz before we get into it, man, we gotta warn the folks, man. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir. Like we said, man, Kraven the Hunter movie has released this weekend. Look, man, if y'all haven't seen it yet, man, if you haven't seen it yet. No, but you know what, man? Look, we can go ahead and get to this, man. What we usually do, man, we give our takeaways of the movie. Kind of what we took away from the movie and all that stuff, and then we give our opinion of the movie on a scale of 1 to 10. You know how we normally do this, man. It's nothing new. But before we do, man, let's go ahead and look at this Rotten Tomato score here real quick, cause I don't know why I didn't have it pulled up.
Oof.
Let's look at the Rotten Tomato score for Craven. And you said, ugh, like you scared to hear the answer, man. Hold on,
I'm
let's see what we
nervous.
got here. All right, man. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Rotten Tomato meters of 15, which it went up. Cause I think did you tell me it was 13?
Yeah, I think I did.
So you told me 13. My wife told me 14. So it went
Yeah.
up.
Why not?
So it went up. So okay. Audience score is a 71. Which means the audience enjoyed it when they went to go see it, man. The critics is killing it right now, man. Shout out to John
Yeah.
Campia. He demolished that movie, bro. He literally said it's one of the top 10 worst movies he ever seen in his life. But we'll get into that, man. So cuz
Upsetting.
go ahead and let folks at home know, man. What was your takeaway from this movie, man? What you think about the movie?
When
Got my
uh
geek glasses on for
when
this.
Craven's when Craven's on the screen and he's putting in work, it's enjoyable. Uh,
Right.
he's like walking through people. You have that's when you're actually able to see his strength. Uh, what I don't like about this, one of the things I don't like about this movie is the um them turning him into a hero. It's okay for him to be the villain. Like it's okay. Not
I'm getting
every
that too, but go ahead.
not everybody has to be a hero of their story. Like it's okay to be the bad guy. And for this dude, it's like that's what I wanted to see him like to see his strength, his speed, the athleticism, but to see just that villainy, that like it's the hunt. Like that's what you see from the comic books to the video games. Is a dude that's all about the hunt.
Yep.
It's respecting the hunt, but it's still about the hunt. That's where his code laid in was all
Yes.
about the hunt. And I think that they tried to turn that code into more of a moral compass. It's not about morals for the guy. It's about respecting the hunt. That's what he's all about. Respecting the hunt. Don't do anything that's cheap, anything like that. But it's all about the hunt. And I think that's what they took. That's what they missed the mark on that. Trying to give him a moral compass. And I think that with that type of guy, I think they tried to turn it into, I guess, like a superhero, essentially a superhero movie. When it's a
Right.
comic movie, it's not a superhero movie. And that's where they failed, was trying to turn this guy into a superhero with his strength and everything, and he only kills bad people and stuff like that. It's like, no, this is a bad dude. They If you're on his list, you're on his list. Typically, it's like, yes, it's villains and powerful people, just because it's much tougher to get these people. So that's why he wants to go after them. But it's not a more compass of him doing it. That's just who he is. And I think so. Uh, Aaron playing Craven was great. I think he portrayed him very well. I just think that they did him a disservice of the type of character that they wanted him to be as far as a
Right.
hero. And it was unfortunate because, like, now it's probably be hard to get Craven back on screen, especially him as Craven, because I think it will kind of be like Iron Fist type situation. Like, okay, I'm willing to give him another chance. Better writers, better everything around him should be able to help him, and that's what I hope for Aaron. It's like, give him another chance. It don't necessarily have to be Sony, but I would like for someone to give him a chance, especially if it's a smaller, not necessarily like a Craven movie, but if it's something that's like he's in a movie, I think will be pretty exciting. But yeah, that's one thing that they missed, was trying to turn him into a superhero. The dialogue was boring. They it was it Guess like
Be honest. You got to be nice. Go ahead, be honest, bro. What you think?
it's like the actors that they chose for this movie are great. Like, the
Yeah.
people, they're well known. They can act their butt off. They what they can bring to the screen. But it felt like that. I don't know if it was just the writing, or that had to be a major part of it. But it just felt like that they took the it just didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like talking back and forth, you could essentially already know what they're going to say before they actually said it, just because it just felt like it was just following the line. Just so if you say this, and then this is going to happen, and that's, instead of it didn't give any nuance. Something
Right.
that was, and it was just upsetting. Like I told you, even before we went to go see the movie, like and I had high hopes for it. It was unnecessarily for me to have it, but I had high hopes just because of who was in it and the direction. I just felt like, it's like, okay, it's like Sony putting it together. Okay, it was just unfortunate. It was unfortunate. I don't think it was a waste, just because actually seeing Craven on the screen uh, it was still enjoyable, like, especially like from his first kill to the last. Like, just seeing him on the screen was very enjoyable. But it was just everything outside of that that could have been a lot better. And CGI, it wasn't Flash level bad, but it definitely could have been much better. So that makes me think even more of James Gunn taking the time when it comes to Superman and stuff to
Right.
build to make sure that the CGI is on point. It just gives more appreciation to people like that in their craft. So it's really unfortunate when it came to um, Craven. And I don't want to tell people not to go see it, uh, but just, it is what it is.
Just lower your expectation, pretty much.
That part, yeah, it's like I love going to the movies. I love the experience because I saw it in IMAX. Like, I felt like a movie like that.
We did too,
It's an IMAX worthy movie.
bro.
Um,
They didn't. You didn't have a Dolby option.
yeah,
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I lied. We didn't have a Dolby option at AMC 30. There you go.
yeah. So it's just. Go. What you think? What's your feelings?
So listen, man, you already know how I felt about this movie way before going to see it. I told you after seeing Madam Web
Yeah.
and what the results that happened in Morbius that I was not really, I had no confidence in this movie going in. So my expectations were so low. They were
Mm-hmm.
low, 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 low. So I went into this movie, not to say that everything you said was not right. You're right. Matter of fact, the first thing you said about the about how they portrayed him, like I know they portrayed him wrong, but when you kind of highlighted it, it some kind of clicked with me. Like, you know what? Let me touch on that too because
Yeah.
um did my expectation was so low. I had a good time. I'm not saying it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I had a pretty good time watching. My wife liked it. She liked
Yeah.
it. So if she liked it, and I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
Um, as far as like, but I'm also not blind to the fact of what was wrong with this movie, man. The tone was kind of like it wanted to take itself serious some moments, and then other moments it was kind of goofy. The fact that, like you said, I called this the me and King was talking about this yesterday, and I told him, I said, bro, this right here is what I call the Maleficent
Uh,
effect. You remember when all of a sudden, like, these movies, studio want to come out with these movies talking about the villain. Ooh, let's get this story from the side of the villain. And you thinking,
mhm.
oh, okay, we know how bad this villain is. They're gonna tell this story. This villain gonna find out why he's so bad and why he acting bad in this movie. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And every time they do that, they turn the villain into an anti-hero.
Yeah.
I hate that more than anything. The only villain that I can say is actually an anti-hero that they portray is Venom. That's it. Venom
Yeah.
actually is an
And
anti-hero.
that's what he
That's it.
is. He's
Like, y'all turn him
and
into
that's
a
what he
hero,
is.
whatever. Oh, okay. Biting folks' heads off and all that. Okay, I give you that. He's an anti-hero in the comics. I got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Kraven is a villain.
Yeah.
He is a villain. Like you just said. It's not that he does this and it's some kind of moral compass for him. He does it for the thrill of the hunt,
Mm-hmm.
for the essence of the hunt. That's what he's all about. It don't matter who it is. He is
Mm.
for the hunt. The fact that he hunted Spider-Man the first time and he failed at it, that drove him crazy because, like, yo, I'm known for getting my hunt, my kill, and he made me fail.
Mm-hmm.
Now I better go after him now, right? Which is
Yeah.
why you kind of got that Craven's Last Hunt storyline with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said, like, man, when I remember listening to Eric Taylor Johnson in one of the interviews say, oh, we're gonna, you need a true villain or origin or whatever. And I'm watching the movie, it's like, bro, he's not a villain. You got a bat cave in the damn middle of the jungle, bro, with your little weapons and all that stuff. You're a superhero. You're going out here. You're summoning the animals like you Aquaman or something. And I'm just like, bro, like, what are we doing, man? But for what it was, I liked it. Like you said, the portrayal of his powers and stuff like that, his strength, his speed, his
Yeah.
cunning, all that,
Yeah.
that was good. But as far as portraying the character on the screen, as far as like what the true essence of what Kraven is, that wasn't it, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't it. You know, had no moral compass. I'm trying to do the right thing and all this old stuff. Like you said too, they had some great actors in portraying these characters on the screen. I feel like that was a waste of their talent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying that he was gonna do a bad job. I wasn't 100% sold on Aaron Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He blew it out the water to me. He did pretty good as Kraven. I got to give him that.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't like about the fact that they casted him, when you think of Kraven, you think of a more older, grizzled guy. You know what I'm saying? Like to play Kraven. You know what I'm saying? And like he's kind of young and clean cut and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really what Kraven is. Kraven is more of that grizzled, growling in your face type guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing I didn't like. I like the fact they had him do the iconic sit with with the little coat on or whatever. I like that part at the end. That was like a fan service thing. But man, like I said, other than that, man, the action was good. I agree with you. The CGI was a little bit touch up. I mean, it is what it is on the CGI. This movie could have been good. There were elements in the movie that could have made the movie good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right there. And I feel like it's like once they kind of got to it, they were getting there. They revert right back to or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, overall, I did not have a bad experience in the movie watching it because I guess because my expectations were so low, I already had the mind frame that this is gonna be a bad movie, so I didn't go in there like thinking like, oh man, it's gonna be Avenger level good.
Mm-hmm.
Get in here bad. Oh man, I think it's the worst movie ever. Which
Yeah.
like I think a lot of times when people do that, bro, I think they go in with these certain expectations, and then when they don't meet that expectation, then it's like the worst movie you ever seen. It's like, bro, just kind of temper your expectations going in, especially if it's like a movie like this where you know you're not sure.
Yeah.
Lower them expectations before you go in there, bro, so that way you won't feel like your expectation didn't get met. Go in there with the clear mind frame of like, okay, I'm not really sure about this movie, but let me just go see what it's talking about. Then if it ain't good, then okay, all right, it wasn't good or whatever. Like I said, for me, like I said, me, because my expectation was so low for this movie that all it could do was go up.
Yeah.
That's all it could do was go up. So that's why I said, man, for me, it was okay. Like I didn't hate the movie. Like I know John Campy was killing to say it's like a top 10 worst movie of all time. I'm not going there, bro. It's not top 10 worst movies of all time. Yeah. And we're gonna line it up against some other movies here in a second because so I'm hearing some chatter online talking about. Matter of fact, let's get into it right now, cuz.
Okay.
So Kraven the Hunter, right, is tracking to be the bigger box office flop, I'm sorry, than Madam Web. The film is estimated to only earn 13 to 15 million on its domestic opening weekend, far lower than previously reported, which that is true. It was reported a little bit higher than that, and then now it dropped down to 13 to 15. Jeez. So this is the Rotten Tomato scores. Of course, Kraven's is a little bit lower now. It's like 1% lower, but so this is the Sony Spider-Verse right here, King. Because this is the Sony Spider-Verse. I'm sorry, Sony Spider-Man-less verse. Let's call it the Sony Spider-Man-less verse. Okay. Yeah. The Venom Let There Be Carnage was the highest at 58%. That's the highest. At 58%. So it barely made it over 50%. Then you had Venom 3 at 41%. The original Venom at 30%. Then Kraven comes in at 16, Morbius at 15, Madam Web at 11. Jeez. But like me and you was talking about off camera, believe it or not, cuz with all those movies over the last since 2018, believe it or not, everybody, Sony's actually profitable. Crazy. They've been profitable. They've grossed nearly $900 million. When I say gross nearly $900 million, I'm talking about when you take out the production costs, you take out all the marketing costs for all the movies combined, Take out all the movies combined, production costs and marketing costs. They've taken in their own pockets, they've taken in nearly $900 million. So I say that to say this. If Sony sees that either way they're being profitable, what is going to entice them to change the ways that how they're doing things?
That's not.
Like if they were constantly losing money, hemorrhaging money, on top of that too, cuz did you know their production is not high? We're not talking about $250, $300 million per movie. We're talking about 100, 120, 125.
Oh, Sony figured out a way to keep it cheap.
Yeah. Yep. Keep the cost down, bro. So that way you profit more.
Yeah.
Which is smart. I'm not mad at them for that. Like, I'm mad if they messing up my movies, but I mean, I'm not mad at that. That's smart. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so they're profiting, man. They're profiting. Even if this movie loses, say, 150 million, bro, they're still making, 750 million in the green. Like, it's crazy. I know, like, I know right now folks online are screaming like, man, Sony just sell Spider-Man, back to Marvel and all that. My wife was like, why would they do that? That's not smart. I said, yes, you're right. As a fan, I'm screaming, can you sell it back, right? Please, just sell it back. You're not doing it right or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But as a businessman, that is not smart. You keep that because whatever Disney offers them to buy back Spider-Man is not going to be enough.
Nah, because they know they're going to make like 5, 10, 20x.
Bro, like even if it would take Disney like giving them like 10, like 15, 20 billion dollars, not million, billion with a B, for them to take Spider-Man. And then I think Sony be like, oh yeah, take that. Yeah, 20 billion or whatever, right? But as far as like, we're gonna give you 4, 5, 6 billion. Nah, bro. We making more than that. Matter of fact, they just made just on this year, since in the last 6 years. That's not including all the other movies, not including the Spider Into the Spider-Verse. It's not including, the original Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, all that stuff. They don't include that stuff. We're talking about just in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And so they're making 4 or 5 billion. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, but like, I hate that, bro, because we talk about these executives and people in the word suits and stuff who don't know no better, man. They just doing it just to make a profit, not caring. Like they throw a name on there and just throw it out there. Oh, it says Spider-Man on it, so the folks will go see it, right? Or like in the case of this Spider-Man-less universe, they'll like throw little hints of Spider-Man existing, like that Daily Bugle paper that they showed in Kraven, or the fact that Kraven's afraid of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Or the fact that Madam Web had Ben Parker and May Parker in or whatever in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Or the fact that you seen in that Morbius trailer, they had that poster of Spider-Man on the wall or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they play on our intelligence, and that's go ahead.
Speaking of which, I had just saw it. It's on the Instagram Culture Cave.
Yeah.
So they had just shared the fact that Spider-Man could have been in these movies all along. That in the contract, I can send it. I'll try to find it and send it to you so you can share it on here.
Yeah,
they said within the deal between Disney and Sony, Spider-Man could have been in these movies, but Sony didn't think that the audience would like it.
What?
Exactly.
Because listen, man.
Yeah.
This kind of goes back to, I know you were mad because what was it? Was it DC?
Yeah.
Well, like cancel a show because they got this character over here or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember you were saying like, why you kept saying we're smart enough to know the difference. It's not that we're not stupid, bro. It's 2024. I think people get it now, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're about to have Robert Pattinson Batman, and then James Gunn about to have a whole other Batman for the DCU. I think we get it now. We're smart enough to understand.
Yeah.
And so I think them using that as an excuse. That's an excuse, bro. First of all, that's an excuse. You can't sit here and tell me you've been throwing the hints of Spider-Man in there. People see this in here and they're clamoring. And matter of fact, if you go online and you go to these different like pundit shows like our show, we're sitting there talking about, man, could Spider-Man show up in this? Could Spider-Man finally be in that? We're talking about that, and now you're telling me, oh, I don't think they want him in there. Then why? Okay. Let's say they're right. Then why are you throwing hints of these movies in?
Yeah, that part.
Why are you throwing the Spider-Man poster in Morbius? Why do you have Peter Parker's uncle and mother in Madam Web?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have Kraven a scared of spiders in his movie?
Mm-hmm.
But no, they right. We don't want Spider-Man in the movies. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We don't want Spider-Man. We only been screaming for Spider-Man and Venom to team up for, I don't know, 50 years.
Times.
I mean, you know, exactly. It's just the dinosaurs roam the earth. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, it is what it is, bro. But no,
I just sent it to you.
Yeah, that's the stupidest excuse. You sent it to me on
in the group.
Yeah, that's the stupidest excuse, cuz I don't care what nobody say, bro. That's dumb.
Yeah. When I read that, because it was basically pre-show stuff, and I was just scrolling through, and I read there and say he could have been in here this whole time. Like, why would you do it?
I was told that whatever Sony uses, Marvel can't use. I was telling my wife I was mad because Kraven actually would have been a great character to use in a Spider-Man movie for Marvel.
Yes.
So now that Sony used them, you can't use them now. And so I was telling her, I said, the more that Sony uses, it's less and less. Now I know Spider-Man got the richest like rogue gallery. Him and Batman got the two richest rogue galleries of all time. But still, though, it's just like I don't want you to get down to the bare minimum. Yeah, thank you. Like, I don't want you to get down to the bare minimum, bro. I want you to give us some upper echelons, like the Dr. Octopuses, like I said, the Cravens, the Green Goblins of the world, the Scorpions, the Shockers, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want those upper echelon villains that Spider-Man is known for going up against or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to start getting down her way to the bottom or whatever. Start using I can't think about my head right now, but using characters they're like, man, I don't want to see him on the screen, bro. Like, just. So let me read this for the people, man. Disney-Sony deal has reportedly never prevented Spider-Man from appearing in any of the Sony spinoffs. Tom Holland's Spider-Man can be used. Sony thought audiences wouldn't accept him appearing in a non-MCU film. Multiverse established definitive boundaries. That's
All he would have been is in different locations. It didn't even have to be in New York. Like I don't think they were ever in New York, other than what Venom was headed there. But outside
no.
of that,
Ben was headed there. He was in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, nobody had been in New York, so
I
it
mean,
has to be.
unless Spider-Man roams the jungles of
Yeah,
Russia or something. I don't know, cuz that's crazy to me, man.
yeah.
Uh, which, you know what? Now I'm reading this. I don't know if what's the lady name? Is it Amy Pascal? She was
Mhm.
doing an interview with Kevin Feige. Both of them was in an interview together, and I think she mentioned that, and I think they mentioned before, like, Spider-Man being able to do both universes or whatever.
Yeah,
And so that's why I'm just like, I don't understand why we couldn't, like, if that's the case, then if you don't want him in there, just stop giving us hints in these trailers and these movies and all that stuff. Just stop giving us hints that Spider-Man, y'all, he could be in there, Spider-Man. Like, then why did we do Venom licking the damn TV screen at the end of what was it, Venom 2 or whatever?
yeah,
When Spider-Man was on the screen, just stop doing it then. If you're
yeah.
not gonna put him in the movie, like, we just get tired. Man, matter of fact, you're losing the audience by not having Spider-Man in your movies.
Literally.
So I don't know, bro. It's just there's some more news kind of following behind what's Sony Spider-Man universe. But before we go to that, bro, what do you give it a scale of 1 to 10, man?
Um, I'll give it a 4. When they come out to streaming, I'm gonna see it again. But I'll
So,
give it a 4. Like
so
Madam
see,
Web, I had no interest in watching it again, but this
oh,
one,
I get it. I have not watched Madam Web. I didn't watch Madam Web again. I do not intend on watching Madam Web. And Madam Web is on Netflix right now. I'm not watching it.
yeah,
That
yeah,
movie is pure unadulterated garbage, bro.
yeah. I have no
I
interest in that one, but this one I will rewatch. So I'll give it a 4 because I do want to rewatch it.
It's to the point I hated myself for going to the movies to watch that movie. Like, I knew it was gonna be bad, but I wanted to go see it anyway. I guess so we could talk about it on the show, but
It was
that
a
movie was
different level
bad,
of
bro.
bad though. Like there's bad movies and there was Madam Web
Bro, it's like they made Madam Web and didn't even try.
at all.
Ain't even try. Like, I was trying to tell my wife, I'm like, I don't even know why they even came up with it. Not even the purest movie. I mean, purest comic book fans care about Madam Web. Like, she does not have like a whole like running storyline or comic book run or whatever in the comics. She
Yeah,
plays off of Spider. She literally, when we say these characters play off Spider-Man, she literally plays off of Spider-Man, bro. Like, I don't even understand why she needed her own movie. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy, bro. Like, and that's another thing too. So I think Sony has to keep a Spider-Man related movie in production. I think for a year or something like that. They have to keep it going for at least a year to keep the rights to the Spider-Man movies. That's why you constantly hear them saying, "Oh, we're coming out with a Black Cat and a Silver Sable movie." It's like,
yeah. Why though? Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I would rather see Black Cat. I mean, you can do whatever you want with Silver Sable. I'm not like
Yeah,
the biggest, like, oh my god, give me Silver Sable. I'm not screaming for Silver. Like, you mentioned Silver Sable, it's like, oh yeah, Silver Sable.
yeah,
The extent I know of her is probably in the video game and in the Spider-Man animated series that came on in the
yeah,
'90s. That's it.
yeah,
So, but Black Cat, she need to be in a movie with Spider-Man. She
yeah,
definitely needs to be in a movie with Spider-Man, bro.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I give this a I'm gonna give it a 4.5, bro.
Hmm.
Like, the action in it I like the action. You know, the one thing I
It was
didn't like
fun.
though.
Hmm.
Now, but I told my wife I get it. 'Cause I was trying to explain to her about the Rhino, or whatever. I said, yo, the Rhino gave the Hulk trouble.
Yeah,
So him throwing Kraven around, I could believe that, bro. That's believable. I'm like, okay, he went big enough for me, but it's okay.
yeah.
Um, and they had that little piece that was on his side, and he ended up stabbing him
Hmm.
inside, and that was it or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
that I didn't. I had to think about that after the movie. Like, you know what? That's the only way he's gonna be able to beat the Rhino, bro. Because
hmm.
Kraven can't beat the Rhino.
Yeah,
He cannot beat the Rhino. I know he's tackled the Hulk before. He subdued him, but hulking up, like slamming them and suplexing them and all that stuff, like he was Zangief in Street Fighter or whatever. But but other than that, like the Rhino ain't no joke, bro. We finally got the Rhino on the screen, bro. I just kind of wish they had used him a little bit. Yeah, not the mechanical suit.
Yeah, that one.
Sound like a Saturday morning cartoon villain.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Paul Giamatti, man. He's actually a good actor. He just they Batman Robin the hell out that darn character, bro.
Yeah,
man, Batman and Robin.
Bad movie after bad movie.
Bad movie after bad movie, man. But yeah, let's get to this quick hits, man, because there's something we're gonna talk about with the Sonyverse right after this, man. Cause listen, I know how much. Trust me, I know how much you love the Sony universe. You said, man, just keep it going. I love it so much. But check this out, cuz Sony is reportedly giving up on its expanded Spider-Man universe. So no, that's not true. I know that headline is running around online right now. That's not true. They're not giving up. Yes. They're not giving up on the universe per se. They're just putting a halt to it. They got a lot going on right now. They got the Spider-Man New War. I hope that Spider-Man New War is good, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have casted Nick Cage just because he got the voice in the anime and stuff. I wouldn't have casted him as the. But anyway, that's another story. But they got the Spider-Man New War coming. They're working on that right now. And then of course they're trying to do Beyond the Spider-Verse right now. That's the next project they're working on right now. They're trying to get that going. So right now, and also too, they're trying to prepare for Spider-Man 4. So they got some stuff going on right now that they're focusing on before they focus on the Spider-Man-less expanded universe.
Yeah.
So that's why they're putting a hold to it. They're not like canceling. It's never gonna happen again. They're gonna have to make more movies, y'all, to keep their rights to Spider-Man. So that's not gonna happen. I'm guaranteeing you, they're gonna come out with another. They're gonna come out with some other crazy movie. Yeah, might mess around and come out with that darn Aunt May movie they were talking about years ago when they had them Sony hacks. So might come out with something like that. But yeah, man. What's up? I mean, listen, if they did, no, you know what? I was gonna say, if they did The Last Hunt, that'd be fire.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous, bro. If they do The Last Hunt, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna need. Look, if y'all gonna do that, let Marvel handle that, bro. Let Marvel handle that. I don't trust y'all, but we'll go ahead, cuz. What you gonna say?
Have everybody shoot. Yeah, when I first saw that, it was like them giving up on it. It was like, that just seems strange. And then when you broke down that for, it's like they've been making money, the amount of money that they make off of it, and and they have to keep making movies to keep the rights as well. So yeah, it makes no point of stopping it, but pausing it to focus on the major projects that's about to drop. Massive projects, Noir, Spider-Man 4, and Beyond the Spider-Verse, especially Beyond the Spider-Verse. That might be their biggest project right now, because they will only assist with Spider-Man 4, not necessarily help develop it, just assist. So yeah, that Beyond the Spider-Verse is the big one for them that they have to get right, because first two's been on point. So you got to close it out.
Definitely gotta close it out right.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a kind of misleading headline. Definitely should have said pausing instead of stopping.
Yeah, no, they're not the only ones. That's the headline going around. I'm glad, like, that's why I follow channels like John Campion's show, man, because he got to say, like, hold on, y'all got to pause that, man. Actually read the article and what it's saying, right? Because a lot of people will go out there and say, oh, they're gonna end it for good. Like, that's not how that works, y'all.
They stopped it.
They're finally gonna stop everything and just sell it to Marvel. Like, they just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember when you were in school and you play telephone and they'll whisper that thing, something in your ear, it go around the room or whatever, get to the end, and it's completely different than what the original message was. It's kind of like this. Like, yeah, we're just gonna pause it for right now. Then they get all the way down to the end. They're gonna burn down Sony and sell it to Marvel. It's like, that's not what they said.
Not what I said.
And if you use common sense, like, they have to keep movies in production. They're not just gonna sit there and just stop making those movies, right? They got other characters, and they'll probably come up with a Lizard movie next. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. They got a lot of those characters, man, that they can kind of tap into. But yeah, nah, I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
stopping it, bro. This story here, well, no, not yet, but this been hitting the interwebs because it
yeah.
seems like Chris Evans has been cast in a mysterious role for Avengers Doomsday. Chris Evans has secured another return to the MCU after he reprised his role as Johnny Storm in this summer's Deadpool and Wolverine. Captain America actor is set to make another MCU appearance in 2026's Avengers Doomsday. No detail of his role has been released yet, but he'll be reuniting with his fellow Avenger, Robert Downey Jr., who traded in his Iron Man mask for Doctor Doom's. Who you think he gonna be, cuz?
Man, e- I don't even know. Because I was trying to figure that out as well. When I first saw it, it's like, would he be? Because this is closing out the multiverse. So could he
Mm-hmm.
be Captain America again? Just to close out?
So this is my three possible ideas of who he could be. One,
Okay.
you right. He could be Captain America, multiverse and all that stuff. He could be a Captain America
Mhm.
from another timeline, whatever, right?
Yeah.
That could be one. Two, I think he could be Captain America or he could be Nomad. Maybe
Uh,
be the Nomad. I don't know. They could probably bring him in that way. That'd be interesting how they do that. If he's a Nomad, then he'll probably be the original Captain America of this timeline. So
yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but the Nomad, some kind of way they could probably bring in the Nomad or whatever. Or this is one that kind of idea everybody been kind of throwing around online. What if he's a Hydra Cap
Oh.
from another
Yo.
timeline?
Yo.
What if he's Hydra Captain America from another timeline? That'll be interesting. I mean, you already got Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. What if
Yeah.
they take that to the extreme and say, "Yo, this is Captain America, but he's Hydra Captain America"?
Yo, that would be chaotic. I would
Yeah,
love it.
that'd be interesting. But I think at some point, we're gonna. And I'm not saying I heard this or anything. This is my opinion. I think at some point we're gonna get Robert Downey Jr. again as Iron Man in this movie or in this like in the movie. I'm saying the movie because I don't think I'll do it in Secret Wars, but
Yeah.
and I think we're gonna get Chris Evans again as Captain America at some point
Hmm.
in Doomsday. So
Okay.
that's my opinion. I think I didn't hear that nowhere. I'm just saying I'm just throwing it out there. I think that could be a possibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like because we're hearing rumors that the next phase is going to be involving the X-Men, the mutants, and all that stuff. Will be a mutant saga. So
Yeah.
I could see them like really closing out this saga by having Robert Downey Jr. come back and Chris Evans. Yeah, to kind of wrap up, they're tied up in a nice little bow. So,
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
but all right, cuz check this out, man. This is an interesting you right here, cuz. DC Studios has officially greenlit Clayface movie from Mike Flanagan, man, the horror man himself. He's not going to direct it. He's going to be producing it. So technically they don't have a director yet. So he's going to be
Okay.
producing the movie. But um a few things I know this kind of going around anywhere too. This is not Clayface. This is not going to be Clayface for in the DCU per se. And it's
Yeah.
also from what I've been reading. It's not going to be Clayface from the DCU, and it's not going to be Clayface in the Matt Reeves universe. It's going to be its own thing, kind of like the Joker. It's going to be
Okay.
its own thing. They turn it with Matt Flanagan tied to this. It's going to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
So they're gonna kind of take a different spin on Clayface, make him into a horror character or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting, man. He's a great producer, a great director, I should say, of horror. So him producing it, and they also said that Matt Reeves is gonna help with this too. So
Oh.
you give me Matt Reeves, you give me him. I don't know what director they're gonna get, but listen,
Yeah.
sign me up. I'm interested, man. What you think?
I love it. I had saw a blurb about it the other day, and I didn't deep dive it. I was thinking it because the way that they had it set up, it seemed like an animated um, Clayface. Yes, that's what I thought.
I
It was either animated or it was
oh, yeah.
comic book. Uh, but like I said, I didn't deep dive it. It was just how it was looking at the time and how it was reading. But live action Clayface horror flick. Oh my yes. Go Sony. DC, go ahead, send me the address of where to send my wallet. Because I'm gonna be up in that theater.
Oh yeah, bro. I think kind of like what John was saying on this show. Do you want to put money on it that it does fail? Uh,
No.
I'm good. You got DC
Nah,
Studio backing it. You got Matt Reeves attached to it. You got Matt Flanagan on it.
yeah, nah.
And I'm not throwing.
They putting heavy
I'm not.
hitters behind this.
You said Batman Cape Crusader.
Exactly.
Uh,
And, what was it? This is what I've been wanting them to do. I think we talked about it before. Uh, Comic book movies. It's a style movie that just happens to be a comic book movie. That's what I loved about like Winter Soldier. It was a spy movie that happens to be a comic book
comic
movie.
book movie.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like whenever they do things to that nature, I feel like that's when you get the best out of it because it's not per se box it as far as a comic book movie. Like, no,
Right.
this is a horror flick or this is a spy thriller, stuff like that. That's when it's.
Com- Comic book movies that got different subgenres attached to it. So
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I love is when they had that subgenre. Oh, that's when it's like next level movie right there.
And I remember too, James Gunn was talking about it in one of the interviews that like I know people kind of are trying to compare like how they're gonna move to Marvel, have Marvel moved, right? And he was saying, no, we're gonna move more like not in this sense, because when I'm about to say, I know you about to be like, oh man, here we go. He said more like Star Wars as far as like you see how now in Star Wars you got these different tellings of these stories, but you know it's within the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about. He's not saying like, oh, well, Star Wars start these projects and then he just end them with it. He's not talking about that or talk about the quality of the show. He's not talking about that. He's just saying that the idea of like for example,
It's
Skeleton Crew right now, right? Like yeah, like Skeleton Crew had nothing to do with the Luke Skywalker storyline, right? But you know it's in Star Wars, like it's a Star Wars story or whatever, right? So that's what he's saying that they're gonna be doing here with DC, man. And I'm cool with it. Listen, man.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Doing it the way Marvel does it, that does not necessarily mean everybody got to do it that way. That works for Marvel. Do what works for you, right? It's kind of like I have to use a sports analogy here. I said this before. Like people automatically assume that because this team that won a championship did it this way, that means everybody got to do it. No,
Yeah,
you implement your style the way you play, and you put, yeah, that's how I feel like with these movies with DC. That's why I said, man, I like the way James Gunn is moving right now. He's laying out this plan. He got he's moving like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? Like he got everything kind of just working like a well-oiled machine right now, man. Which is why I said too, with this Clayface thing, he got my 100% trust, bro. With this, I think they're gonna do a pretty good job with it. Another thing too, man. I don't know if you heard the episode. So John said there might be some news coming down here from Warner Brothers, or should I say from Deep Sea Studios, here probably next year. He said that he thinks that Matt Reeves is going to be announcing that he's a full on like producer and all that stuff with DC. And I'll listen, man.
I mean, I get it because of all the work that he's been putting in, it would only make sense.
I'm gonna say this again because I need you to go online, find the address of DC. I need you to go to UPS, get one of them little yellow envelopes. Okay,
Yeah, I got you.
Come to the house. Let me slip my envelope on. I need you to run to UPS real quick, drop it off to DC Studios, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Listen, man.
Yeah, but it makes sense though. Like
no, it does.
Between Cape Crusader, the Batman, and Penguin.
Penguin. Yeah.
Yeah, he has all these projects that he's working within DC. Just having full on.
Oh. Bro, you know what's crazy too? Think about this. Out of all like TV shows and movies that deal with the villain as a main bad guy, whatever, Penguin is the only one that actually truly was a villain.
Exactly. They didn't try to make him like it was the characters around him that you would have like the feelings for, like Victor. You want him to survive, like these good people. He was the absolute worst. Like you felt that villain side of him constant.
Like you to the point you want him to get what's coming to him in Batman 2. Exactly. That's how bad he is, bro. Like, bro, somebody gotta touch him up, pause, bro. But God,
exactly.
Like I know Batman. Listen, I know you don't kill, bro, but can you please take him out, bro?
You ain't gotta save him,
man. R.I.P. to Victor, bro. RP the
You
victory.
hear
I'm
me?
like, Jesus,
Uh,
man.
you ain't
Yeah,
got to kill him, but
yeah.
you ain't got to save him.
He said, I ain't gonna kill you, but I ain't gotta save you. Like, shout to Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, do that to him.
Exactly.
Do that to him.
Exactly.
He hanging on the side of a building or something. Like, you know what? I ain't gotta pull you. I ain't gonna pull you up, but I ain't gonna save you though. You
Exactly.
drop him with him. But yeah, man. This last one, man. This is interesting because I don't know if you heard about this one.
Oh
Your
yeah.
boy
Yeah.
Jeremy Whiteman has been cast as Jabba the Hutt's son in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Yes, really. The Bear Star will voice Rata the Hunt. Listen, man. I also did a double take with this news dropped into the chat. I also had a triple check it. It wasn't a parody account that posted it. He said,
Yeah.
but it does seem like the Bear Star has been cast as Jabba the Hutt's son in Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I haven't heard anything else about this movie. I didn't even think it was coming out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
bro. It's Star Wars. You know how that go. But what you think, man? I figure
Yeah.
I figure you would turn up today. I figure you would turn up.
as soon as I saw that, I got hyped. I was like, "What?" Oh, I love him in the Bear.
Hey,
Oh
when
my
I did
God.
the same thing that Arco just said, cause I
Yeah.
had to make sure, like, wait, am I reading that right? I'm like, what the? But no, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, make sure that it's real and everything. Now, but
Yeah, I'm like, hold on,
you got to
oh,
check
man, okay.
nowadays.
Yeah,
You
you
got to
really
check
do. You
nowadays.
really do.
Supposed to they put like a period at the end of their account and it end up being a parody. So you got to be safe. But I'm hyped about it. It's gonna be exciting having him on it. I feel like with him being connected to it, it's more realistic to happen because you don't want to waste the energy and talent with him that's going on right now, especially with the hype of the Bear. You don't want to waste that, something that won't end up happening. So I'm excited about it just to see what he brings to it. I mean, I know it won't be much just with the type of Hut that he is, but still, it's just he's going to be in it. He's going to be voicing. It's going to be fun.
We'll see, cuz.
I know.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not finna. No, I'm not Star Wars right now, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah.
man.
No, I understand it. I
Hey, did you
understand
see that
it.
video I sent you? You see that video I sent you where I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the man name. Keonis from Variant Comics. They had broke down the history of Star Wars being bought by Disney.
Oh, I started it. I hadn't finished it.
Bruh, that's the one of the most interesting videos because like it changed my whole like perspective of what like how Star Wars is being ran and all the questions we've been sitting there having on the show. It's like, bro, why y'all not getting this right? I'm confused or whatever. And and a lot of that he's talking about in there is like, oh damn, I don't know why I forgot about that or I didn't think about that or whatever. And that right there just kind of just shapes my whole mind frame of how Star Wars is being handled right now, bro. And it's like, listen, Grogu and Mandalorian were great as a show. I don't know why we're making a movie about them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, bro.
Is
That's
it
just,
a closeout movie though?
I guess, bro. I don't know.
That's the
I
only
think that. No,
that's
go
something I could think of is if it's a closeout movie, like they could go ahead and end it, and instead of doing
season 4.
yeah, just go ahead and end it this way. Which I mean, I get it'd be one you get a massive bang at the end, but that's the only thing I can think of.
But so the view, okay, I understand, but the viewership for this show was dropping, especially dropped season 3.
Yeah.
So if the viewership for this dropped in season 3, I don't know why they all of a sudden say, you know what, instead of just making us 4 season, make a movie. It's like, well, we'll see, bro. I don't know. Of course, I'm gonna go watch it. I gotta go watch it, but
so we can talk about it.
once again, I don't have faith in this, bro. It's Star Wars right now, so it's what it is. But cuz man, listen. With all that being said, bro, I just got one important question for you, cuz.
What you got?
What in God's holy name, cuz, are you watching out here in these wacky dacky streets out here, man?
So I caught the first 3 episodes of Skeleton Crew yesterday. It's a fun show. If you haven't watched it, it's a fun show. It's better than, I would say, probably everything that they put out other than season 1 of Mandalorian.
I was gonna say, are you ready to brag about it right now? You know what episode come
Actually,
up
yeah.
next?
Well, oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
Your favorite
but
number
oh my god! But so far, I think because it's not Skywalker. It's not
related
coming
or
through
whatever.
with Skywalker. It's not. It's kids and a pirate, and just the way that it's been moving around so far, it's really been fun. But it's just a fresh take that I think Star Wars needed. Just to be away from Skywalker. But I'll be, well, yeah. Let's see what this episode 4 do before I hype it up even more. So watch that. I've been on a Taylor Sheridan kick on Paramount Plus. He has a new show called Landman, which is fantastic with Billy Bob Thornton. Uh, it's also watch his show Lioness. It's already finished season 2 with Zoe Saldana, which is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. That's a next level show. I've been watching Jackal on Peacock.
Yeah, my wife was
That's
watching that.
Day of the Jackal, I think they call it, which has been really fun to watch. And then some humor with Saint Dennis as a
Hey, that Jackal show, is that based off of that
the
Bruce
movie.
Willis Jackal movie? Okay.
So
Yeah, I
it's
figured that what that was.
yeah, yeah. It's he's, I think he's much younger than him, but it's a different storyline. But that's who it's based off of.
Okay, I figured that.
Yeah, a hitman, a top level hitman. It's great. And then St. Dennis, the comedy show from on Peacock with David Allen Greer in the hospital. It's pretty funny. Creature Commandos. Yeah. If you're not watching Creature Commandos, you need to get on it. That it surprised me how it was. Like I knew like the ratings and stuff, but once it got going, it's like, oh, make sure there's no kids.
Yeah, really. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's like this is not for kids. But it's a really great show. I do need to finish the last season of Superman and Lois. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah, I know I enjoyed it. It was, to me, it was a good show. It's the official close of the CW Arrowverse. Um, but so I do want to watch it just to catch that final ending. And that's been pretty much it. I'm looking forward to next month once Abbott Elementary comes back, because that's when they did a crossover with Always Sunny.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering when it was gonna come on. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be January 8th. It's a Wednesday, that second Wednesday of January. So looking forward to it. What you watching?
Man, I've been watching a lot since the last time we did a show. Finished Alice Cross. I'm sorry, Cross.
Yeah, what you think?
Finished oh, it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah.
Also too, I started watching Superman and Lois.
Mm-hmm.
The show it's pretty good, man. I don't even know why I stopped watching it, bro. To be honest with you, I think I got like turned off by the whole CW thing. CW show started becoming like a whole lot. It just started falling off a little bit there towards the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching Superman and Lois. I can't wait till next month because I finally get to watch Dragon Ball Daima in dub version. That comes out, I think, January 7th, I believe. That's what the trailer posted. I finished watching Dragon Ball Super again. I was trying to find GT on there, but all of a sudden GT not dubbed no more on Hulu. I don't know why they did that, but I was gonna rewatch GT. I've been watching something else I watched. Well, you said it's something show you said you watched that I was watching too. Crap. Which show you was watching?
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I watched Skeleton Crew. I watched that. It was something else though. You said.
Creature Commandos.
Oh, thank you, Creature Commandos, bro. Man, listen, bro. This is why it's in James Gunn we trust over here, man. It's why we keep saying we trust, bro. Like, bro. It was crazy too because so that answered that question. And I remember I asked you, I was like, bro, so supposedly they were gonna redo the whole entire universe, and then we heard that he had Rick Flag Senior in there. Remember I was asking you like, bro, so did Rick Flag Junior exist at all, or how like how's this work? So supposedly, spoiler alert for those who ain't seen this, but it's not really a spoiler. It just it's linking the events of the James Gunn Suicide Squad and Peacemaker with Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
So you hear different you hear like different things within the show kind of linked to that. And one of those is the fact that Rick Flag Jr. in the Suicide Squad movie that James Gunn did is the actual son of Rick Flag Sr. here in Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
And he talks about his death or whatever in Suicide Squad. So yeah, so that was pretty interesting, man. But yeah, Creature Commandos is something else, man. And I think that's pretty much all I've been watching, bro. I wanna watch that show. It's from the it's from that show on Netflix. Love, what's it? Love something robots
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
called Secret
Love,
Level.
Death Robots or something like that.
Yeah, Love Death Robots or something like that. Yeah, I think it's from those creators. It's called Secret Level. It's on Amazon. I need to start watching that too. That came out the other day. I haven't got to it yet.
Yeah.
And other than that, bro, I think that's it. Cause I feel like I'm forgetting something, but yeah, I think that's it. And then Kobe saw Kraven yesterday or whatever. But yeah, I think that's all I got, man. As far as what I've been watching. Just ready for Dragon Ball. I'm ready for, man. I don't know. Cuz listen to me, cuz. So I don't know if you follow. I need to send you this page on Instagram. They they give you the news of all the like animated stuff, anime stuff, like manga and all that. So supposedly they're coming out with the new season of One Punch Man next year.
Finally.
That's what I said too. And supposedly I heard a rumor that they're gonna do Dragon Ball Super, another season of Dragon Ball Super here soon. Not here soon, but like sometime next year. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. So those two shows, and then I think they touched on the One Piece because I think they're probably redoing One Piece. So those three shows are ones I'm really interested in, bro. I'm ready to see what's really gonna be concrete, what's coming out, and all that stuff, bro. That's what I'm waiting on, man. But yeah,
fantastic.
But yeah, man, let's get some of these questions, these comments, man. We got a few of them in here today, man. A few of them in here today. All right, man. We got Noah in the building. What up, Noah? He says, the action scenes in Kraven, Aaron Taylor Johnson is badass. He said, as Kraven in this movie, I don't think he is nothing like the comic book counterpart in the movie. No, he's not, but he did pretty good for what they gave him or whatever. Yeah, Kraven is a whole lot different, bro. Whole lot different. Yeah. He also says Kraven was a complete opposite of a villain in this movie. He was a straight up hero with a moral code. Yeah, he said when Kraven is taking down bad guys and is in a fight scene, the movie is enjoyable. But that's it. Yeah, that's the only thing that kept me engaged in the movie was the fights.
Yeah,
I thought the action was gonna be trash, but that's actually pretty good. He also says when Kraven was not on the screen and wasn't fighting bad guys or taking people down, it was just so hard to care about any characters. Whatever story they got going on. Yeah, I mean, what other story was going on?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
He also says there actually wasn't even a plot to halfway through the movie. Until then, we got this really awkward origin story where we see young Kraven montaging his powers similar to Toby in the first Spider-Man. Yeah. This movie had a really talented cast, but they're all wasted and giving awful dialogue. Yeah, my wife said that too. She said the dialogue was booty duty. She said Noah also said the only person having fun with this role is the man that played Rhino. He said he had me laughing. He was silly and quirky, but with that, I just couldn't take him seriously as the main bad guy. Yeah, he didn't feel threatening enough to me. Russell Crowe felt more threatening than it.
He did. He knew Russell was going to bring it.
Hey, he had that Russian accent, man. You could tell he was enjoying it. He said, Noah says, I'm very disappointed in this movie. I was excited when Kraven was announced. It's someone new. His first ever movie, such a great villain, hoping this movie would do him justice. It didn't. No, it did not. No, it didn't. Yeah, man. He also says, and the final battle between Kraven and Rhino is probably the worst final battle in a comic book movie because of the bad CGI, bad choreography. Yeah, like I said, I told my wife about Rhino. I said, yeah, Rhino he's powerful enough to take on the Hulk. He's taken
Yeah.
on the Hulk before, gave him problems. Um, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, it's the Rhino. Like, how you gonna defeat the Rhino? Craven, there's no way
Yeah.
Craven's gonna be able to beat the Rhino, man. I don't care how strong
Yeah.
he is and how quick and all that stuff, man. Rhino can take on the Hulk.
Yeah.
So, so yeah. Noah says, and for anyone that was wondering about post-credit scenes or hints to Spider-Man, the closest thing is that Craven revealed to be afraid of spiders. Sony, what are you doing?
Dude, that's the $1 million question.
No, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I said in my little opening statements, man. Beginning of the show. I don't know, bro. I don't know why they keep doing that. If you say you don't think the fans want Spider Man in their movie without the MCU, then why in the hell you keep leaving little hints of him in these movies? That's stupid.
Exactly.
But
Agreed.
anyway, Noah says it's weird seeing Craven in this movie as a good guy, but in the comics he's different. It's just weird. Yeah, man, it really
Yeah.
is. And he also says it is worse than Madam Web. Y'all think I think still think Madam Web is worse, but Craven is on par with Morbius. Um,
It's better than Web for
yeah,
sure.
Madam Web is the worst movie of all time, bro. When it comes to comic book movies, that's up there with Catwoman. It's up there with Batman and Robin. Like
Green Lantern.
Madam Web is Green Lantern better than Madam Web, bro. Um, but no, Madam Web is that movie is trash, bro. Trash.
Yeah.
Um, but as far as Craven being on par with Morbius,
I thought it was better than Morbius.
I would
Just off
say
of the
is
fight scenes.
yes. I agree with Cuz. I think Craven's better. Like it's not like light years better, but it is
Yeah.
better to me than Morbius. And I think Morbius is to me. I think Morbius is better than Madam Web. Madam Web is worse. That's the worst one
Yeah.
out of all the Sony
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
That's trash, bro.
Everybody agree on that.
Exactly. TGK said, "What's good? What's good, TGK? We got my boy Larry the Dixon way. What up, Larry?"
Yo.
He said, "Didn't watch Craven and don't care. Sony outside of Spider Verse has been a dumpster fire." Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, it's facts.
and believe it or not, Larry, they're profitable. As far
Yeah.
as as far as Sony making money from these movies overall, they've made money overall out of all the movies they made since 2018, bro, which is crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy, bro. Creature Commandos is amazing. Yes, sir, man. Like I try to tell you, man, it's a gun we trust over here, Larry. A gun
Yeah.
we trust. Larry said, got a question. The rumor is Matt Reeves' Batman will be James Gunn Batman. If that's true, how can Oz Penguin fit in a fantastical Batman world? It really felt like two different worlds. So that's not true, Larry. That's definitely a rumor. And James Gunn himself said this in an interview. Matter of fact, you can go watch it on YouTube. I think I sent it to you, cuz the
Yeah.
full James Gunn interview. James Gunn is probably the most transparent studio head of all time. Like,
Yeah.
he gonna tell you
Oh,
straight up.
how
Yeah,
far?
like he said, have there been talks about maybe thinking about bringing uh Matt Reeves Batman into his universe? Said, yeah, there has, but nah, it's not gonna happen. He said that,
It wouldn't. It's better to just keep them two separate
yeah,
entities at this point.
exactly. Like you said, that Batman is more grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Like you said, he would not fit in the fantastical. It wouldn't work. It kind of goes back to when I remember people used to argue, like, man, bring Christian Bale into the DCEU. Like, nah, bro, his world does not fit in the fantastical, bro. There's not
Yeah.
people with magic lassos and people flying around and Martians and stuff on the planet in his universe, bro. That wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, James Gunn out of his own mouth in that interview said, no, it's not happening. Had they thought about it? Sure, they thought about it, but it's not happening.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth thinking about. So it's a successful movie, so it's definitely worth thinking about.
Oh, so okay. So Larry said he looked like Jabba's skinny son in the face. I didn't watch any of the like Clone Wars and all that stuff, bro. So you probably got a little bit more knowledge on it than you and Cuz got no knowledge on it than me. I haven't watched it, so I just take your word for it. He says, "Hey, Jeremy Allen White said big fan of him. I'm glad he got that part. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He says I finally watched the first season of the new animated Superman, and it's bland AF.
What?
Oh, he talking about Creature Commando is so
Or
much better. I mean, yeah, it is. It's a different
live
tone.
reviews?
The new
Yeah.
Superman a little better. The new Superman better not be like the animated fellas. No, I don't think it is, bro. I don't
Nah,
think it is.
it'd be different energy.
That was just a like a rumor kind of going around there because he kind of looks similar or whatever. But nah, it's James Gunn, bro. He not gonna. I trust James Gunn, bro. He'll do pretty good with Superman movie. Noah says I think bringing back Chris Evans for Doomsday is going to be difficult, like how they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. I mean, we don't know if it's going to be difficult yet, no, until we know what the plot and all that stuff. We don't even know what his character is. We don't know none of that yet, man. We gotta see what they have the idea of. Cause we can say that right now, then you see the movie like, oh damn, I didn't even know they were going to do that. Yeah, we didn't know because they ain't tell us nothing yet. So we gotta wait to see
No.
what their idea of it is. We know what their idea. You might have an idea in your head what it's going to be, but the
Yeah.
idea in your head will probably be nowhere close to the idea that they have. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta wait to see what their idea, what their plans are, what their ideas are. Larry says Skeleton Crew is not better than Tales of the Jedi. I'll take your word for that. I didn't watch Tales of the Jedi
So,
either.
my bad, Larry. I was saying it for the animated, not
For live
animated,
action, you
live
saying
action.
live action? Yeah.
Yeah, I was keeping it with live action, not going between live
Uh,
action and animated. Because yeah,
uh,
Tales of the Jedi,
and Tales of
especially
the Empire.
those two were my favorite. I say it's better than Osaka just because of how Osaka ended up ending. I do want a season two, but I still feel like the way that it's going, it does have a good chance of being better. But like Rail said, I got to take a step back because we hadn't hit episode 4. So let us
Episode
hit
4 is
episode
this week.
4. Yeah, yeah. Let's hit episode 4. Then next time we hop on, I have a better idea for it. But yeah, I think live action wise, I think it is better than Mando's season 2, not season 1 though.
Yeah, not season 1. Yeah, I'll give you that. Because see, I think a lot of people like. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm about to say, I'm not saying it's bad. I like season 2. I think a lot
Yeah,
of people put season 2 up there because of the last episode of
yeah,
Mandalorian season 2 with Luke Skywalker. I think
yeah.
that's when everybody like, oh my god, lost their mind. Well, I did. I know I did. I know I
Yeah.
did. But
Oh
like, if you
yeah,
take that
it's
episode
like
out, is it really like it's still good? I'm not saying it's not
yeah,
good, but it's
yeah,
really up there though. If
yeah,
you take that last episode out, is it really up there? That's the thing.
yeah, yeah,
He said better than Acolyte. Yeah, it's better than Acolyte. Yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely
yeah,
better than Acolyte.
yeah.
Ahsoka, I'm gonna have to sleep on that one. I mean, it's better than Ahsoka. Yes, it's better than Ahsoka. I'm gonna
I
say
think
that.
it is.
Yeah, it's better than Ahsoka.
But,
I
I'm
haven't seen
willing.
Bad Batch. I haven't seen Tales of the Empire or Tales of Jedi. I think I seen the first
Yeah,
episode of Tales of
you don't
Jedi.
like their animations. Yeah, you don't like the
Yeah.
animation, so that's
Other than Visions, season 1.
understandable.
Vision season 1 is fire, bro.
Yeah.
That show is fire. But season 2 is trash, bro. Let's see. This is probably the last one here. Noah says, I wish they would stop dropping small little hints of Spider-Man. They done the same thing with Madam Web. I'm like, we get it. Just tell us Sony. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Noah,
what's
like
so annoying about it.
you're dropping the hints, but then
Hmm.
you talking about, oh, I didn't think y'all would want him in the movie.
Exactly. Then why are you giving us hints then? The whole point of people coming to see this is there's the possibility of
Or
Spider-Man being on
Spider-Man
screen.
being in
That's
the movie. Exactly, bro. Like that's stupid, bro. But I mean, these studios, like I said, it's 2024, bro. I think we're smart enough to know the difference now, bro. Let's just throw the man in the movie. We get it. It's
yeah,
just universe. It's a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man.
yeah.
He says even if you take the last episode of season 2, it's still better than Skeleton Crew. Okay, I mean, I can't argue with
Yeah. Let me make it through episode 4, Larry, and then we can discuss.
you. Then he says first time Mando takes his helmet off episode. The Ahsoka episode.
That was with
When she guest
Vader
starred on his.
when Vader the fight too. I think it was episode 5. Vader was there
On Mandalorian?
on Ahsoka.
He said Ahsoka episode though.
Oh,
He must mean the episode she was on Mandalorian. Remember
he
she
must
was
be talking about
training up.
the different episodes.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah,
she was training Grogu.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, oh yeah, he's going down through the list of episodes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but okay. But yeah, man, listen, that's gonna probably do it for us, man. We definitely appreciate everybody geeking out with your boys, man. Listen, guys, if you're into geek content like we are here, simply hit on that subscribe button, man. Help us get to our first 500 episodes, guys. I mean, if I said episodes, we talking about all these episodes. Get to our first 500 subscribers. Help us get to our first 500 subscribers. I know we're still growing. I know we haven't been doing this much here lately. Definitely gonna try to get more content, y'all. Gonna definitely try to get more content. There's a lot on my plate right now. We're gonna definitely try to get more content. Also, too, man, everybody hit that like button, man. Help us get them likes up, man, so we can get this channel out there in the ether, man.
Yeah.
Help us grow this channel, man. So yeah, listen, man. With all that being said, man, it is your boy Real.
It's your boy Will.
Yes, sir, guys. Listen, man. Only thing we ask y'all to do is stay geeked. All right, just stay geeked. And we out, y'all.